also that Santa Cruz, we luckily actually had some younger teammates drive the boats across, so that worked out. And we flew, and then yeah, just flying nonstop. It's truly an international. It's just it's hard to describe a day in the life because our days are all pretty different. Today I was doing stuff all day, but none of it was sailing. But it is kind of a sailing day. You know, you wake up, go to the gym. A big part of what we do is physical fitness. We have a personal trainer through the team who is based in Miami, and we'll see him when we're down there and when we're away. It's really useful. He has a system that he puts up online, a whole month's worth of workouts, and for every day he'll make your workouts. You tell him what you want to focus on, what you're doing, how much you're sailing or you're not sailing. He knows how far away your competition is. Everything else makes up a workout. All the exercises, you click on an exercise, it shows you a video of how to do it, and then and it gives you exactly how much rest time and everything. So that's useful. Then boat work, I told you, we're always making homemade stuff. Sailing, we sail probably ranging from 2 to 7 hours a day when we're training, depending on how windy it is, what we're focusing on, everything else. It's a boat handling intense session, so a lot of turns, a lot of tacks, a lot of spinnaker, hoists and douses. Very, very wearing on the crew. Not so much on the skipper, but so I have to keep that in mind. That's the thing. I should, I might say, oh, I need one more to get it right. Need one more to get it right, and he's looking back at me like. So anyway, then that's it. Debrief. Dinner, lights out. Those are the best days when you're so exhausted that 10 o'clock comes around and you can't wait for bed. And then how it actually all comes together. This year we'll spend, assuming we'll hopefully buy our games boat at the end of this year. The boats alone are $28,000 depending on the exchange rate. We pay in euros to the boat builder. Travel, we've gotten a lot of help with airline miles, but there's all sorts of driving and things beyond that. We have donors can give us air miles, so that's helped out a ton. Housing, most of these places we go to, we will get apartments. We'll be there at least 2 weeks, almost anywhere we go. So we'll get an apartment, and then we can stay, and we'll share that with, say, some other teams. We've shared with teams from foreign countries and also other, say, laser team or 470 team, whatever it is. And that will allow us to cook at home and save a lot of money that way. It's a really interesting way to travel around and see the world, because you go to the market with all the locals. You start to know all the coming and going of people. You don't really feel like a tourist, because when you're there, you're really, you've got a job to do while you're there. That's the other thing. So we see a lot of really cool places in the world, but I heard Zach Rayleigh recently, one team member on the U.S. sailing team. He's a fin sailor. He referred to it as drive-by tourism. You see I think he used the Leaning Tower of Pisa as an example. You drive up, you see it. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, 5 minutes later, you get in the car and you keep driving. We do a fair amount of that. We try to, we take a day off here or there, but entry fees, I can't believe how much they add up. Coaching, we get a lot of help from the U.S. sailing team. They provide a coach for pretty much all the World Cup regattas and a few training camps. This year it's looking like, as we ramp up, we'll need more and more outside of what they provide. And the coaches, the level of coaches that the U.S. sailing team has and that we kind of get and require they're amazing. So we learn a lot from them. this is just as an idea of how this all happens. So the U.S. sailing team, like I said, they cover coaching, they cover shipping, and they fund us to some degree. But I think this year they'll cover, without saying exact numbers, under 25% of our operating budget. So most of our funding comes from individual supporters, friends, family, who I guess believe in what we're doing and have chosen to help us out. And that's huge, and we are eternally grateful to them. This is all on. These are our supporters on the U.S. sailing team and outside of. Ones that I'll point out are Sail Groove. Check out sailgroove.org. They cover all sorts of regattas in all of sailing, but including Olympics and things like us. Our website is hosted through them. Huntington Jeep, and and obviously the U.S. Sailing Team Alpha Graphics and their sponsors. Everything, I hope, and if it's not, tell me, but is on StorckMooreSailing.com, and I guess everybody needs a Facebook and Twitter now, so we have them too. And please email me or ask me if there's any questions. I don't know, I feel like I went fast, but maybe I dragged through it. Any questions? Please ask questions.
What is the weight restriction? Obviously, there.
Crew weight?
Yeah, crew weight.
No, there's no rules.
Really?
Nope. There used to be.
Some designs you have weight
right, like the
restrictions.
Star, for instance. They have to weigh in at the beginning of the event. So you're talking about the crew, right? Not the
Yes,
hull.
crew.
Yeah, the crew. There's no there's just competitive restrictions. So we will range from, or the competitive teams will range from, say, 315 to 340 pounds combined, give or take. Usually the crew is bigger because, like I said, they have to do all the work. So I think our boat is pretty ideal. Trevor is 3 inches taller than me, and he's got 30 pounds on me. So the muscle for it's got to